Well, you had that whole incident where I see on Kelly and Michael. I didn't even understand that apology. What the fuck happened there?
Before we get into this, before you suddenly just slide me into this.
No, I won't even.
Can I have a little more coffee?
Coffee? What are you, high?
Coffee.
What do you think this
Black
is?
Coffee?
A class operation?
I'm gonna let you take the lead on this.
Okay, I'll give you.
If you can do whatever you want. You want to lash me for this?
No, I'm not going to lacerate you at all because. First of all, some people thought it was promotion for the new movie. The new movie is about a guy, a coach, right? And Emma Roberts is your student.
Yes.
And you're trying to fuck her, right?
Yes.
Who can blame you?
Well, yeah.
Which who can blame you?
That is.
Well, I mean,
people.
No. I mean, who can blame you?
Yeah. There's a whole kind of. That's interesting. That's the story in the movie, and he is a creepy character. Right. He is a high school teacher, and it's actually based on. I think I can say this. It's loosely based on real people. And in the real case, it wasn't even high school; it was junior high. Oh, so we're talking like creepy. 13, 14-year-old, girl and a man who's like in his 40s. So when you was really creepy.
So you went on the internet and somehow you friended a girl on Facebook.
No, this was a girl who was outside of the theater, right?
Yes.
Oh, right.
And you did a picture with her, and you said Instagram it.
Right.
Yes.
And then somehow it became
not just to her. Like, here's the thing. Okay, so here are the differences. Here's what I'll say. The way that the news wants to kind of do it, because these are the flashy headlines, is I am like pursuing under. She wasn't even. I guess it's legal. I didn't even know. I guess it's legal. 17 is legal in New York. But that being said, it's still pretty damn young.
I know the laws of who's legal in every state.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
I consider myself
they make it out like I'm pursuing, young women. I'm not going to high schools, looking for dates. I'm leaving my work, and they're coming there. So I'm seeing attractive women. And look, my fan base is like, 17-year-old girls. Like, if I do a book signing, it'll be 17-year-old to, 30-year-old women. That's that's my biggest fan base. So they're out there outside the theater every night. You come down to, 48th Street, that's what you're going to see at, 10:30.
So who can blame me for that?
So I saw her, and she's saying on her page, I love James Franco, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Great.
Well, you look interesting. I don't know how old you are. I was, a gentleman. I said, do you have a boyfriend? And her response was, not when you're around. So that to me sounds like, okay, she's interested.
Right.
So then the rest of it, like if I talk too much about it, it's going to, again, be in the Clinton area of like, oh, this is what he said and what a scumbag, blah, blah, blah. So I'm reluctant to kind of get into the details of it. But basically, what I have to deal with is, once she posted it, and here's what I'll say in her defense. I don't think she posted it knowing what was going to happen.
Right.
I think she was somebody that had, 100, maybe at the most 500 friends on Twitter or followers or whatever. And she's thinking, not here's a guy hitting on me. Here is James Franco, this image I have of James Franco hitting on me. Oh my God, my friends will never believe this. So she's just used to being, tweeting something to her friends, and she'll get, 20 likes, and they'll say, oh
my God, I
like your new dress or whatever.
Right.
When she put that on, obviously
all hell breaks loose.
People pick up on it, and she even took it down. But again, it was too late. And so she didn't realize what was going to happen. And I think my sense is it turned like bad on her. And now people want to say like I victim bashed her or something. Like, how is she a victim? I was like anybody, just trying to meet somebody. It's just that my dirty shit, gets put out internationally.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Maybe I don't have game, or maybe my pickup lines are like not good, but obviously they work. So it's like I don't need good lines unless like it's gonna be like published around the world, and then it's like embarrassing my bad lines. So, but like it's not like I'm doing a movie and these lines are going to be, in a movie. It's like whatever works.
Yeah, you didn't work on.
I didn't think that millions of people were going to read about it.
So you must have freaked out when all this shit became very public, and suddenly now you're like being accused of being a big perv and blah 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 and all this shit.
It was sad because I didn't want it to, I feel so loyal to, the people in my play. It was kind of, I felt like it was sort of contaminating. I was worried that it was going to contaminate the play a little bit. I felt like, I can't interact with, these people, that are coming outside the theater, like hundreds of people every night. Now I'm feeling like defensive in this environment. I felt like, people that knew me were going to say, I don't know, like, those are lines that you used to pick me up or whatever. Like,
Is that the most embarrassing thing about this? The pickup lines were bad? Like, what was your pickup line anyway? I don't even know.
They were just crude. It was like, you want to get together,
Well, that seems
something
to
like,
is that bad?
Should I get a hotel room?
Well, that's what, I was rushing. A game is normally not that bad.
I'm way more lame.
She was leaving town, so I was rushing it.
I'm way more lame than
I'm
you.
normally not like that.
I used to say to Gary, see if you can get me a phone number from that girl over there. I didn't even have any game. I was bad.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? Get a phone number and then you meet someone. Like meeting people is so awkward, just whatever circumstance you're in.
So you never hooked up with this chick even?
No. Nothing happened. And I'm not the one who made it public. Like, I don't know how I'm victim bashing. I've never said a bad word about her in public. I didn't do anything. She brought that tidal wave onto herself. Whatever, bad things that people are saying about her on her Instagram or whatever.
You kept quiet.
I didn't say anything.
Right.
And, she's probably a nice girl. She just didn't know what was going to happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, are you busy? How do you even have time for any of these girls? Good Lord.
Well, he said he obviously didn't. He rushed the line.
Are you looking for love right now? I mean, I'll hook you up, dude. I'll put you on a dating game. I'll tell you. I'll get you, girl.
I actually don't meet a lot of new people. And now I won't, because of
this. Stay away from you. Holy mackerel, are you busy?
Yeah.
Well, James Franco is busy. He's in Palo Alto.
And here's the other thing. Like, I'm not going to call out any names, but like you said, like, you as a celebrity or something are like, give me that number or whatever.
Right.
Dude. Every celebrity does it, men and women. I've been on so many movies where this, happens. So it's not like I'm, the jerk celebrity that's like reaching out to a fan for, some intimacy or something. Like,
no,
everybody does it.
We had an actor the other day. He's
Oscar winners that I know.
Of course.
Men and women.
By the way, we had an actor in here the other day. What's that website he's on? The guy.
I forgot.
Yeah. Eric Stone Street's on Tinder.
He's on Tinder. So he catch girls coming up and just fucking them. It's unbelievable. He's proud of it.
Who is it?
Eric Stone.
Eric Stone Street. What show is he on, Gary?
Modern Family.
Modern Family.
He's on Tinder.
Yeah, and these girls are like, "Is that really you?" He goes, "Yeah, it's me. Come on over and find out." And he fucks them. Wow. He told us all about it.
And then you think about something. I just was reading Dennis Hopper's a biography of Dennis Hopper, and he talks about going to meet Elvis. And he's like, there were 6 women outside his hotel room just lined up, and they'd go in one by one. Like, Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, he married well, how old was Priscilla when he met her? 14, right?
13, something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look, let's not get into age thing. Like, for me, it's not about... I did not, when I met her...
If you want, I can find you...
about how she looked, not about her. Oh, you're young? Let me fucking meet you. Like, that was not what was going on.
I know a 25-year-old looks 16.
I don't care. Keep her away. I don't want her.
Right. Now, get back to this film, Palo Alto.
Well, that was the funny thing. The apology was, keep your 17-year-olds away from me.
Yeah, right. You're like, hey, parents, lock your kids up.
That's what I realized is kind of like what I was talking about before. When you were kissing whatever celebrity you're kissing, like when I'm on Instagram like all those other people, but it's different with me. And when I leave that theater and meet those people, they're all really, really, really nice. Like, I haven't really met a bad person out there, but I feel like there's a screen between us, that they're not quite seeing me as a person. So if I reach through that screen and say, hey, it's me, James, you want to get to know me, it's like somebody is stepping off the screen and saying, hey, welcome to my crazy world. And so they are not seeing me. And I'm not complaining like, oh, nobody knows me. I have plenty of friends that I think are genuine friends. But in those situations, they, at least at first, they have to get beyond the public image, the icon, and that's just the circumstance. And I'm not complaining. I'm just identifying what's going on.
There is no doubt when someone's waiting outside after a performance and they meet you, they're not meeting you. They're meeting James Franco, the actor.
Yeah.
And then suddenly when you get interested and you pull them into your world, they don't know the real you. And they're thinking you're the guy from that movie or this movie or the guy up on stage. Yeah. And that's why. Yeah. You've got to get into some sort of real relationship where somebody gets to know you so that you have a real life. You know what I'm saying?